All right, all right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game. Thunder versus Fast. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill. Thunder spawning as the blue human player on the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Fast spawning as the purple orc on the bottom left. You can thank all of the Twitch people out there. I normally would have stopped after one game, but hey, naturally getting up to 45 viewers is a very good feeling. Warm and fuzzy, people appreciating what you're doing and, well, giving up me a little bit more energy. Also helps that the kids don't have school this morning and they're sleeping in, so I have a little bit of extra time to give you a bonus game. Fast on the bottom left-hand side of the map here, opening up with an Altar of Storms, Orc Burrow, and War Mill. Should be following this up with a Barracks and be going for Headhunters with a Farseer. Meanwhile, on the top right, Thunder, Lucifer's brother, and I was making jokes earlier saying that, well, Thunder perhaps like just won the genetic lottery, being super good at, well, not like happy good at WarCraft 3, but if I played WarCraft 3 anywhere near as good as Thunder, I'd be pretty happy. But also is a part-time model in Korea, so yeah, won the genetic lottery there. Anyways, Mountain King first instead of an Archmage. Interesting choice by Thunder, and his style does differ a little bit. So as you get into the higher tiers of Warcraft 3 or any RTS, you actually see different styles and different plays. That's actually one of the reasons why Moon was labeled the fifth race for such a long time, since he was always pressing Night Elf in a direction that no one else played them. Farseer is out on the battlefield here as he's going to go ahead and try and clear out creep camps. Mountain King using, going to try and clear out this Ogre Magi creep camp, perhaps get a Stormbolt off on that Forest Troll High Priest, and then surround it with Militia, deal a large amount of damage before it can get inner fire off on too many targets, picking up a Tome of Strength and now going after the Ogre Magi here. Now, even with that inner fire, the Militia and Footmen are able to deal large amounts of damage because of that, medium armor going up against the normal attacks there. A 5-4-3 creep camp does give level 2 quickly. Meanwhile, the Farseer opting to go after the 4-3-3 creep camp on the far end of the map, and while trying to deny the creeps of his opponent. Resummoning those Spirit Wolves, the Forest Troll Berserker will fall. Meanwhile, the Mountain King, is he going to try and do the same thing? He's going to try and do the same thing as well, but this time with a Wand of Illusion. Going straight after this Forest Troll Berserker here. Mountain King does have Bash. Going to be able to get in some bashes as both sides are stealing the other's creeps. At this point, perhaps Thunder knew that the Farseer was doing exactly that and realized that if he's on that end of the map, I can easily clear out this side of the map without having to worry. Thunder may actually be able to land a couple of Stormbolts on some, units in transit if he timed it just luckily, but no, that, I don't know how that happened. That Headhunter passing through right in between the Illusion Mountain King and this Mountain King here. Back off to the north, we're looking at Headhunters finishing off the remainder of the Sea Turtles. These two armies have pretty much explored 70% of the map and haven't really come across each other, which, well, isn't something that happens very often. Both players perhaps trying to figure out where their opponent is at this stage in the game, as the Mountain King about to hit level 3 after this Forest Troll Trapper. All right, Forest Troll Trapper about to fall. Mountain King will get level 2 Stormbolt. And, well, level 2 Stormbolt, a very dangerous proposition for this Headhunter army. You can see that the Farseer is already getting up and training Grunts instead, as the Mountain King with one Stormbolt can nearly remove half the life, or can remove half the life of a Headhunter right there. Yeah, you can see how much damage is already done. That one Headhunter already going to get taken down. Come on, there. Come on, take it down. There goes one. Perhaps going to try and go for another and just pick them apart slowly but surely. Low hit point Footman trying to get away. Are we going to see another Stormbolt on that last Hunter? Not necessary. A bash followed by a Stormbolt, a bolt to the head as Grunts are now making their way out onto the battlefield. Farseer is sitting at level 2. Footmen do have defend, but the home field advantage of Fast is going to be too much as the units are retreating back again. The illusion bashes. No, that was. I don't think the illusion bashed. I think the Mountain King. The Mountain King got the bash. Yeah. The Mountain King, the main Mountain King, and the Illusion were both attacking the same unit. Grunt is actually in danger here. Mountain King has enough. That 5-second stun. There's an add-on bash. One more attack should be enough. Is it going to do it? Yes, it does. Mountain King with that bonus bash, extra stun, getting in a extra powerful hit, followed by another bolt there. The Illusion bashed. All right. You'll have to watch the replay to double check if it was the Illusion or not. I think the Illusion had the bash animation, but I think the real Mountain King also had the bash animation. No, it attacked a different one earlier? All right. We'll have to keep a close tabs on that. Thunder had moved a couple of, footmen over there to the spa on the top left-hand side, getting a couple of easy units. There goes another Headhunter. That Mountain King at level 2, Stormbolt really sniping down those units. However, turnabout is fair play. Shadowhunter bringing Hex to the table, and now with Hex to the table, that Footman may end up getting taken down quickly as well. I'm sure the Mountain King will be following things up with a Blood Mage. No, Archmage instead. So no Blood Mage, Archmage. Thunder, however, denying good amount of experience as Footman after Footman is taken out by that Mountain King. There's a little bit of deny. Mountain King looking to get another attack or two. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? Oh, there is a Hex. There is a Healing Salve. Mountain King, is he going to be able to get the Stormbolt off? Yes, he gets it anyways. The Shadowhunter actually blocking the path here for the Troll Headhunter to be able to make its way through. Units now retreating back. Thunder sitting at 32 supply. Fast sitting at 32 supply. Mountain King slightly winning in the experience race as the Archmage now looks to clear out, this Null Overseer creep camp. All right, Militia being called over. Are we going to go Brilliance Aura first or Water Elementals? Not quite sure yet. Ivory Towers being placed down, and this is going to be, a quick expo setup. Priest also doing a little bit of scouting, making sure that not too much is happening, and it is a Brilliance Aura first, as the Mountain King does need his mana, and the Priest has a lot of work to heal up. Dual Arcane Sanctums. Priest resting in the back. Farseer Shadowhunter going after this last Forest Troll. High Priest giving level 2. Level 2 to that Shadowhunter. All right. Now, question is, who's going to be going after this concealed hill location? It does have a very strong Ogre Lord in the middle, but we've seen Orc players easily trap that unit with Raiders, surround it, and then just do large amounts of damage to pick up that strong item. So far, though, Bestiary training up the Warsong Battle Drum, so it is going to be Kodos with, I believe, a Tauren Chieftain as that third and final hero. Now, Goblin Sappers going to join in on the battle here, and Thunder playing with a weird style, already bringing in Goblin Sappers. Is it going to be able to do very much? There is a couple of Orc Burrows right in that middle position there. A little bit of damage could be done, and here comes the Goblin Sappers. Are they going to be able to suicide right in that right spot? Yes, one Orc Burrow down, another Orc Burrow going to get taken down, and to add insult to injury, the Archmage purposely positioned himself in order to get the experience to get to level 2. Water Elemental being dropped here. Dual Orc Burrows now need to be reestablished. There goes a Stomp and a Stormbolt onto a Troll, a Berserker. Berserker, extra 100 hit points, but still not enough to shake that damage easily. Mountain King trying to walk back here. Couple of hexes. There's a Stomp now, and that Mountain King could be in trouble. Stormbolt going after another Headhunter here. Is he going to get taken down? A lot of missing. The Mountain King still somehow alive, and now down to 200 hit points at 149. Is he going to try and use a Scroll of Town Portal? What is he doing? Just going Stormbolt, and Thunder is playing on the edge of a sword, pretty much baiting fast to try and take down the Mountain King before finally using the Scroll of Town Portal to get away. That Mountain King pretty much using every bit of mana he had to finish off units, put pressure, gain experience, and just be a thorn in the side of Fast. Some crazy micro plays there, coming out ahead as the Orc army sets up an expo at the Great Hall, with the tiny Great Hall at the bottom right. Archmage looking to go after the Forest Troll High Priest creep camp here. Goblin Shredder picking up, hiring up here, joining in on the battle, and then, gonna help with gathering lumber as a couple of peasants may try and establish up other buildings elsewhere, perhaps even set up another base. 40 supply compared to 36. Farseer, Shadowhunter, Tauren Chieftain, level 3, 2, 1. It doesn't look like a third hero is on the way yet, as we are just now teching the castle. The armies on this map on Concealed Hill, they just constantly are passing each other simply on accident without being spotted. Meanwhile, this tiny Great Hall is already in a little bit of trouble. Mountain King could try and Stormbolt, yes, finish off a couple more of those units, stop the mining as much as there is a bash as well. There goes a peon again, as the Great Hall should be able to resist the piercing and magic attacks and heroic attacks from these heroes here. Arcane Tower, Guard Tower trying to fight back here. Arcane Tower going straight after the Tauren Chieftain, trying to, remove as much mana. Removing the mana from these heroes, greatly reduces how effective that is. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Mountain King and Archmage of Thunder saying, you know what, I really want to take down this building. Mountain King going to go ahead and teleport back to defend. No, it looked like he maybe targeted a peasant instead of the town hall, and therefore, that was canceled. Kodo Beast now making its way back over here. Peons trying to, put the pressure. Mountain King going to easily get off a Stormbolt. Oh, one more lucky bash hit to finish off that peon there, as the Great Hall will end up falling. Nope, he just faked it. All right. Didn't quite see. All right, there is this? No, that's definitely a Scroll of Town Portal. Archmage going to go ahead and teleport back. Peasants are going to get taken down. Thunder able to hold on to his main building. And remember, Thunder had hired up a Goblin Shredder earlier, so he had a bit of extra peasants for a while. He's now able to move these militia over and clear out and try and fully saturate this gold mine. Spellbreaker finishing things up here. Archmage gets up to level 3, level 2 Water Elementals, Mass Casters. Tauren Chieftain still sitting level 1 after all this time, though. And, opened up with Stomp. May want to retrain into Shockwave if it can get to level 3 to try and reach that back line. Mountain King, Archmage, leading the charge down here. Tiny Great Hall reestablished this expo at the 4 o'clock spot with really no trouble whatsoever, as the Tauren Chieftain is now finally at level 2 with dual Rings of Protection, armor now up to 11, and that is rather scary on strength-based heroes, as we all know how armor works out. Armor works well when you have high hit points. Kagar's Pipe of Insight, this is not the item the Archmage was looking for, and will be quickly selling that there. But glad that he doesn't accidentally give it to the Tauren Chieftain, Farseer, or Shadowhunter, as you don't want Orc units to be able to have lots of mana. Wow, my man. Old SC2 fan. Well, thanks for stopping on by. Can't believe trying to cast SC2 was just really, as much as I enjoyed it, it just got into Death Ball versus Death Ball for a while. So I'm hoping we continue to see, well, inventive play here in WarCraft 3, and, well, a lot of hope for Stormgate, but Stormgate does have a lot of micro plays, and well, I'll talk about Stormgate later. Anyways, going back here, Kotobeast playing hungry. Koto's eating up a water elemental that will dissolve into nothing here. Tauren Chieftain getting in the slow, and both sides now fighting. Scroll of Speed trying to chase after units as there was a slow applied to multiple units on the other side. Paladin now as the third and final hero, as the Mountain King, remember, has Stormbolt instead of Stomp. That would have been a perfect, clap. And now, is he going to go for a Tome of Retraining? He is. And then perhaps try and get that there. All right, there goes a Chain Lightning. There goes a Hex. A beautiful stun lock between Stomp and Hex to finish off the Archmage at level 3. Paladin does come out there, get in some Holy Lights, trying to save up more units. Mountain King, well, needs to try and save up some of those units here. There goes a Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain, but too little, too late, as the Paladin does have a Potion of Healing, but is he going to be able to stay alive? No more Scrolls of Speed. That was already used. Paladin tries to double back around. That is not what he wanted to do, as he gets taken out. Would you ever cast Warhammer 40k? I would have to learn Warhammer 40k and really start to understand games. It's not like, hey, I cast WarCraft 3, now I can cast Warhammer very easily. No, there's depth and insight that you're trying to provide into the game for the viewers that they might not be able to see on their own. Oh, and anyways, Mountain King, once again, being extremely annoying, may be able to get up to level 5 here momentarily. 1 or 2 more shots there. There's another kill, but 8 experience shy here. Tauren Chieftain off to the north here. There goes another Hex. Level 5 now on the Mountain King. Wind Riders are now out on the battlefield with Spellbreakers being digested. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now on that Archmage. Archmage trying to retreat back off to the north. Sorceresses and, well, priests getting taken down, as the Paladin now back on the battlefield offers a Holy Light. No Staff of Sanctuary that I see on any of the human heroes, as a Tauren Chieftain lays down a Stomp to try and slow down that Mountain King. Mountain King does have level 3 Thunderclap. Gonna go across here. There's that Thunderclap. Gonna, massive AoE damage across all those units, as the Paladin could be in a little bit of trouble. Archmage could be in trouble. Scroll of Town Portal gonna teleport away. Paladin gonna get finished off here. One final spear in the back. There goes a Thunderclap, as the Archmage, or the human army, able to hide in the back here. 38 supply compared to 53. Arcane Towers, Guard Towers offering protection. They do have that Arcane Sentry to protect against the Shadow Wolves when they do finally make their way out. Archmage and Mountain King, however, quickly making their way over to try and, well, stop the damage and, well, keep all of these towers alive, or at least this last guard tower here. Thunderclap bringing back the Spellbreaker. Kotobeast, well, trying to dine and dash, will be able to slowly digest that water elemental, as all of the towers gone from the Expo. Thunder now sitting at 41 supply compared to Fast 50 over 72. Bottom right hand side of the map, mining still going strong. Meanwhile, Thunder, well, with a couple of arcane or ivory towers, able to rebuild the towers here in no time flat. I guess with the scout towers costing a little bit more gold, it is still definitely worth it, because you don't need to pull a peasant off of a gold mine, and you're actually gathering resources during that time. Mountain King in that frontline spot, going to try and get a Thunderclap here, but there isn't just that many units. That Thunderclap, nope. No Thunderclap, just naturally bashes down. Spellbreaker is able to control magic and take control of the dire wolves, as well. The Archmage able to dance around back again. Are we going to see a little bit of damage go down onto that Berserker? That Stormbolt finding another Berserker in the back, and the Mountain King with level 2 Stormbolt still causing problems. Arcane Tower here trying to feed back a little bit of damage, try to get some of those units again. A Dire Wolf down to 91 hit points. It's going to get cleaned up. Mountain King perhaps going to get a Stormbolt off on another unit. No, getting body blocked by his own Spellbreakers. All right, Kotobeast, well, trying to digest the Water Elemental. Archmage going to get that Holy Light right there. Mountain King comes in with, no, doesn't come in with a Thunderclap, as the Archmage could be in trouble. Archmage, Staff of Sanctuary transferred to the Mountain King and then teleported back home in an instant, And a beautiful save once more. Thunder playing out of his mind right now with all of these micro plays, but has also made some critical mistakes. All right, Farseer, now Scroll of Town Portal on him. Is he going to use that Scroll of Town Portal to get away? Paladin trying to retreat back around. Spellbreakers trying to feed back damage on any hero that has mana, as the Paladin going to get taken out. Mountain King trying to work by his lonesome self, but that is a lonely hero at this point, as the units are falling back again. Arcane Tower acting as a little bit of a wall, a little bit of a barrier here, as the Farseer and the Shadow Hunter don't want to get too close, and they want to build up mana. 48 supply compared to 51. Low upkeep, limbo for Fast, as he's paying taxes without much of a supply advantage. Archmage comes back around here. We're going to see the death of a Kodo Beast. Archmage gets up to level 4. Now level 2 Brilliance Aura on the Mountain King means much more mana. Well, once the Archmage trains level 2 Brilliance Aura. Is it there? Nope, still level 1. All right, Tauren Chieftain back across here. There goes a Thunderclap, slowing down the Berserker. He's going to get finished off again. And this is an absolute bloodbath going every which way. Mountain King, well, could have used a little bit more mana, and we'll be able to finish off that Berserker there. All right, fight at the Fountain of Health. Fight at, well, the Eye Spa, I guess, as damage and even the creeps coming alive, getting in a little bit of damage there. It feels like, what? Yeah, brother, son. Anyways, coming back around, Sorceress, Priest, getting in a couple of souls, trying to get a little bit of separation. A Purge, however, coming across, forcing the Sorceress to just stand still. Wind Riders getting, well, stunned down and then picked off by Water Elementals again, as the Mountain King finally gets level 2 Brilliance, or now finally has level 2 Brilliance Aura to try and finish off more units. All right, Healing Wave bouncing around. Tri-Hero coming in from Thunder, and well, Thunder is almost playing with these heroes and their synergy like an undead player would play with the synergy off of the Death Knight, Lich, and, well, insert third hero here. Stormbolt now taking down the Berserker there, as the unit's trying to retreat back once more. Paladin, well, I guess was sent back home? Yeah, Paladin sent back home with the Staff of Sanctuary, as the Archmage drops a Water Elemental to try and create a little bit of separation. However, Purge from the Farseer able to quickly remove a large chunk of hit points from that Water Elemental, who is now trying to retreat back. 40 supply compared to 52. Fast is actually in what, just a low upkeep limbo again. 14 gold a second compared to 20, and as long as Thunder is trading efficiently here, he will be fine. Chain Lightning going around here. Tauren Chieftain, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability in time to stay alive. Does not have a healing salve, as the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability cannot last forever. Tauren Chieftain does not have enough for a Stomp yet. Mountain King, does he have enough for a Stormbolt? Scroll of Town Portal transferred in time, as the Archmage backs away down to 4. Whoa! I don't know how many close calls this game can have on both sides. Archmage survives with 3 hit points, while the Tauren Chieftain survives. All right, coming back off to the north here, Farseer, Shadow Hunter, Tauren Chieftain wanting to shut down this Expo. Fast is looking to take the Concealed Hill Expo as that third and final base, but we know the King of the Hill is so difficult to maintain there, since it is right in the middle of the map. Thunderclap level 3 slowing down all of these Kodo Beasts. Kodo please trying to play a game of hungry Kodo and try to eat all of the Spellbreakers. Mountain King now up to level 6. Are we going to look at level 3 Thunderclap? We are. So level 3 Thunderclap, and all of these units are just so much more slow. Water Elemental wants to be brought back out onto the battlefield, as the Water Elementals do have increased piercing damage. Archmage teleported away with the Staff of Sanctuary, less than 50 hit points again, as everything is still being played on the edge of a sword. Tauren Chieftain trying to, well, push through with this army. 1 gold mine versus 2 gold mines, but Thunder still needs to get this Expo up and running first. Tauren Chieftain off to the side here. Kodo Beast does have a Water Elemental, and that's easily going to get picked off there, as the Paladin stays at level 2. All right, no fat lady is singing for either side yet. Guard tower continuing to poke. Chain lightning trying to bounce around. Does find a low hit point peasant amongst all that mist to take it down. Tauren chieftain, well, Archmage now back out on the battlefield here. Staff of Sanctuary for that save. Perhaps trying to get a little bit more mana onto these units. Mountain King going to be suffering a little bit more damage. Paladin needs to get a Holy Light off on that Mountain King to keep him alive. There it is. He's still alive again. And that Mountain King of Thunder doing that annoying run around, playing hard to get, but chase me like every high school girl, except my daughters. Coming back around. I'm just having so much fun. I'm sorry. My girls aren't in high school yet. Mountain King continuing to back away here. Is he going to get finished off? No. Staff of Sanctuary saved. Archmage, however, not going to have enough to save that Paladin, but a Divine Shield is going to help right there. Water Elemental is trying to fight back here. Paladin still has about a good 8 seconds of invincibility as the Tauren chieftain now, Shadowhunter now getting lost. Spellbreaker's trying to get us surround here. Farseer and Berserker's now trying to back away again as the Archmage drops in more water elementals. More poking coming back through. We're going to look at another Berserker getting taken out as the Archmage gets up to level 5. Paladin still trying to get healed back up here the Mountain King still trying to get healed back up as the Paladin trying to play a dangerous game of staying close enough to the Archmage to heal and get enough brilliance or a mana while not getting focused down or any targets. 38 supply compared to 39. Both sides engaging here. Spellbreakers going after the Berserkers. The Spellbreakers do have 2-1 upgrades as the Tauren Chieftain is going to finish off peasant after peasant. Remember though, there is currently 2 operating gold mines for Orc, only 1 for human, as even if there is a level 6 hero on the field and a hero missing. Mountain King shows up to the party and says, you know what, Tauren Chieftain, I got a Stormbolt and I'm going to deliver it. There it goes, and the Tauren Chieftain is going to fall at level 4. Farseer forced to retreat back now. Mountain King resurrected very quickly, perhaps with the help of a priest to try and recover those hit points to get that Mountain King back on the field. Knights now out on the battlefield as well. No animal war training, so only 885 hit points, but that may be enough as the Goblin Shredder of Thunder is cleaning up all of these peons as these units pass by. Remember, there's no more towers here, but we did have a control magic on a Dire Wolf, so could try and chase and finish off that Dire Wolf once more. This Great Hall about to get taken out, but Fast and not giving up just quite yet. Archmage trying to come back around. Little bit of damage. Mountain King Stormbolt tries to finish off the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain, are we going to see a Thunderclap? Mountain King still has enough mana. Are we going to see a final Stormbolt in the back as the Paladin needs a little bit of healing? Are we going to see a Stormbolt there? No, Tauren Chieftain just backing away, leaving the Archmage behind. Archmage could be in trouble. Paladin needs a Holy Light. That's enough, but the Raiders are still right there. Quick Hex onto the Mountain King. Mountain King unable to offer all of the protection needed as the Kodo Beast perhaps going to try and eat a Knight now. All right, trying to grab one of those meals. However, the Mountain King with a quick Stormbolt in the back, ensuring the death of that Kodo Beast. Come on, don't make me a liar. Don't make me a liar. There it goes. Thunder sitting at 39 supply. Meanwhile, Fast sitting at 38. Level 5 Farseer, level 4 Shadowhunter, level 4 Tauren Chieftain, and healing up at the spas. Little bit of mining by Thunder here, or mining by Thunder and by Fast on one base, but the Thunder's Expo not nearly as well protected, as the Wolves are just going to be rushing on over here trying to take it out. Paladin taking a curious path to the Expo. Could actually get isolated. No, that's just a priest. And, well, losing units in transit is a bad thing. Shadowhunter getting up to level 5. Priest about to get taken down. There goes an ensnare. One priest down. This priest wants to rejoin up as we see a quick thunderclap slowing down all of these units here. Multiple water elementals. Archmage gonna try and stay alive here as the Knights, well, looking to finish off this Orc Burrow. Are we gonna see the death of this Orc Burrow and then perhaps a thunderclap to finish off these peons? No, we do not. Both sides still fighting their way through as a Tauren Chieftain launches down a major stomp, stunning the majority of the human army. There's a thunderclap slowing the majority of the Orc army. one good play deserves another, and another throughout this match as the Kodo Beast now digesting on another priest. Holy Light saving the Archmage there. Paladin keeping a little bit of distance as the ensnare now goes down. Archmage was invisible. I think we saw a purge after the ensnare went down, so he was still visible temporarily as the Mountain King still has enough mana for one more Thunderclap. That Thunderclap could, well, yes, finish off a couple more units again, get more Berserkers into low hit points. 29 supply compared to 26 as the Tauren Chieftain now gets up to level 5. All right, Archmage still having a little bit of trouble there, trying to finish off a couple more Raiders. Raider are going to get taken down. Tauren Chieftain trying to fight his way back. There goes there goes a flying machine as the Mountain King sitting at, 90 mana, still has plenty of mana to go, finds a Stormbolt in his back pocket for the Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter may try to use a potion of mana, perhaps try to get a healing wave off, but no, perhaps that was on cooldown, and that may be the game. A back and forth battle, but without the Shadowhunter to keep the heroes alive a little bit longer. Fast, I think, lost the glue that was keeping his army together, especially as the Paladin uses a Divine Shield. Tauren Chieftain gonna fall here, and that is the game. A crazy back and forth match between Fast and Thunder here on Concealed Hill. One of the strangest, closest games I have seen in many months. Randomly selected, but yeah, still a great game. For all you guys, leave comments below what you guys thought about this game, and yep, here are the final scores.